Hello everyone, welcome to my channel.
In this tutorial, I'm going to tell you about components. First, I want to create a game object, a simple cube. As you can see, there are several components here. Components in Unity are the behavior or any property of the game object. A game object may have contained several components or just one. That is the transform that you currently know it. There are three other components here, but I'm going to add another component. You can add a component by left click on here, and then you have two options. Either you can go and find the component by its category, or you can search its name. For now, I'm gonna search the name. Type RI. Now we can see it, Rigidbody. By clicking on it, it will add to the game object. For deleting a component, you can click on here and then click on the remove component. Another option to add a component is to left click on here, and then in this option you have to find the component. Rigidbody is under the physics category. Remember, it has to be physics, not physics 2D. And then you click on the Rigidbody, and Rigidbody add to this cube game object. If I click on here, I can see its parameters. The Rigidbody component adds physics to the game object. It's the simplest way to introduce it. If I hit play here,
It goes to the game view tab, and if I get back to the scene view tab, you can see the cube is on the ground. And if I hit play again,
you will see the first position of the cube. For fixing the camera position, we should get this camera where we want. For example, in this angle you can see here, we can see cube. And if I hit play now, another option to change the position of the camera so quick is to click on the game object and select align with view. It will equalize the view that we see and the view of the camera. So now when we hit play, now if I double click again on the cube, or and just zoom out a little bit, you will see view gets a little bit different. but I have to click on the cube again so you can see the cube's components. When I click on the main camera, you will see the main camera components. Anyway, I'm going back to cube, and now I wanna add another component. This one is named constant force. It will add a force into the game object. For example, I'm gonna add a torque value of 50. And I hit play.
As you can see, the game runs, the cube first falls, and now the cube is rotating, and the cube is rotating constantly. It's because we changed the value of the torque. And if I hit pause, you can see.
So you can see the state of our game at that specific frame. And if I hit a step, you can see one frame after it. And if I hit pause again,
It continues to rotating again, and it's just like the way it used to be. Now if I change the value of the y in the constant force of torque and set it to 0, you can see the cube stops rotating. And if I change the value again and put 90 there, you can see the cube is rotating faster. I can change the value of the y in the playtime whenever I feel like it, and you can see by pressing the Y and going to right, I can make it faster. By pressing on the play again, the game stops.
you will see anything goes back where it was. Even the component value back where it was after I hit play. And Y on torque value is set back to 50. Now I'm gonna make this 0 and make the force of the Y 20 or 10. Just you can see it slowly goes up.
Now we have 10 for the force value of Y. You can see cube is going up. And then I put 0 in there, and it doesn't have force and gravity comes the cube into ground. Now if I change the value of X, you can see Unity pushing cube from the X value, and it goes out of the window. And then I hit play again to show you.
If I hit a stop and I wanna remove the rigid body component, Unity shows up an error. It says can't remove rigid body because constant force depends on it. So because we added constant force, we can no longer delete the rigid body because constant force is dependent on the rigid body. So if we want to delete the rigid body and make the cube stay on the air as it is, we should first remove the constant force component and then remove the rigid body component. Now,
This time cube doesn't fall. It's because it doesn't have rigid body component.
another tip to this video, If we add rigid body and constant force again and set display value to 10,
As you can see, cube is going up just like the previous time, but if I uncheck the constant force, you can see it no longer has a force and it goes down to the ground. And if I uncheck the cube game object, the cube game object and entirely all of its components became disabled. Now it's only constant force that is disabled. When I uncheck the cube, it became disabled. And you can no longer see the cube in the scene. Also in the hierarchy, it became gray. That shows you that object is deactivated.
then if I hit stop, anything goes back where it used to be. And now if I hit this button, you can no longer see the cube.
So the cube is deactivated, and if I check the cube button, you can see the cube is now visible and going up because it has the constant force component. And I hit play again.
That's it for this video. If you have any question, ask them on the comment section. And if you like this video, like it on YouTube. This tutorial continues.